सत श्री अकाल सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ मैं डॉक्टर मीनाक्षी श्योर स्कोर एस इंस्टीट्यूट बरनाला तो एंड अज मैं एक स्पीकिंग ਦਾ ਟੈਸਟ ਕੰਡਕਟ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੀ ਹਾਂ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਐਂਡ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਵੇਖਣਾ ਆ ਐਂਡ ਮੋਰ ਓਵਰ ਮੈਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰੂੰਗੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਉਦਾਂ ਦਾ এনवायरमेंट ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰਾਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਆ ਸੋ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਉਹ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਫਰਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਜਾਣਾ ਆ सो आई वुड से कि फर्स्ट टाइम ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ क्रैक ਕਰਨਾ ਆ ऑब्वियसली ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਨੋਟਿਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕੰਡਕਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਊਗੀ ਰਾਈਟ ਸੋ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਵਾਚ ਕਰਿਓ ਐਂਡ ਐਟ ਲਾਸਟ ਇਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੱਸੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਬੱਚੇ ਦੇ ਬੈਂਡ ਸਕੋਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਆਉਣਗੇ ਓਕੇ ਚਲੋ ਫਿਰ ਲੈਟਸ ਵੀ ਸਟਾਰਟ Welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. My name is Dr. Meenakshi and I will be your examiner for today's speaking test. And I will give you some instructions for each of the three parts. I'm recording this for the clerical purposes. We have three parts in speaking. For part 1, I will ask you some questions to get to know better about you and some questions on the children topics. Let's begin.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your full name?
My name is Pinder Singh.
How may I address you?
You may call me by my first name Pinder.
Where do you come from?
I come from Siniwal Clan, which is a small village in northern part of India.
Okay, may I see your ID?
Yes, here it is.
Okay. Let's talk about transport. How do you go to school?
I go to my school with the help of bus because bus is the most common mode of transportation and it is one of the most cheapest mode of transportation.
Okay. What's the most popular means of transportation in your hometown?
As I mentioned earlier, most of the people like to use bus as a mode of transportation because it is the most common and cheapest mode of transportation.
Okay. How far is it from your home to the school?
My school is 10 kilometers away from my home.
Okay. Do you think people will drive more in the future?
Well, future is uncertain and we do not judge our future with the help of present, but we can make estimation that when nowadays most of the people like to drive to the nearer places and because they have very less time, in future the life would become more faster and less free time for the people, for their family and they would drive more often.
Okay. Let's talk about helping others. Do you often help others around you?
Yes, I always try my best to help others because helping others is a very good thing. We get real happiness, inner satisfaction with the help of others.
Okay. Do your parents teach you how to help others?
My parents play a very major role in my life. All my good things are taught by my parents and this was also one thing taught by my parents and from very young age he makes me aware about the importance of social work.
Okay. Did your parents help you a lot when you were young?
Yes, when I was young, my parents were so supportive and they always try their best to fulfill my demands and always stand with me while in difficult situations.
Okay, what have you done to help the elderly?
I do various things to help the elderly people. Firstly, I spend proper time with them for making them feel friendly and don't feel loneliness and then I also make them help while using technology because most of the older people face problem and I make it easier by giving proper teaching.
Okay, that's good. Let's talk about tea and coffee. Do you like to drink tea or coffee?
I mostly like to drink tea because tea is the most common and traditional drink of my country and most of the Indian people like to drink tea.
Okay, and do people like tea or coffee nowadays?
Nowadays, due to the globalization, most of the people like to drink coffee because coffee is a fashionable thing and most of the people think that foreigners drink coffee so they also like to drink coffee.
Okay, when was the last time you had a cup of coffee or tea?
I had a cup of coffee yesterday with my friend when he visited my home for the first time.
Okay, do you usually buy your coffee in a coffee shop?
No, this may not be mandatory for me to always buy coffee from a professional coffee shop. I mostly buy coffee from a local shops.
That is the end of part 1. Now we will continue with part 2. For part 2, I'm going to show you a card with some questions on it. Now you will have 1 minute to prepare it. Here's your paper and pencil. And the topic is describe a time when you had a problem with using the computer. First question, when it happened. Second one, where it happened. Third one, what the problem was. And fourth one, explain how you solved the problem at last. Okay? Your time starts now. Okay, stop. And now you will have 2 minutes to speak about it. Before all that, also I can make you stop. Okay, start.
Nowadays, we are fully dependent on technology and we face a lot of problems if the technology stops working, and it seems as that our whole life becomes stopped, and we face a lot of problems. Here I would like to talk about the same time when I faced problem while using my computer. This was last year when I had a final assessment of my 12th class, and I had my deadline was very near, and I faced a lot of problem for making that project. And when I started making my project, my computer stops working, and I was so worried about my project because this was a final project and my whole assessment was based on that project. And firstly I made a call to my one of my best friend because he had a good knowledge of computer and he always helped me while facing problem in the computer. And when he visited my home, he makes me aware that its software was not working, and you have to renew their software. And after that, for the spare computer, he provided his own laptop for me to make a project. And after that, I started making my project, and he helped me a lot while making a project because the deadline was so near. And after that, I completed my project, and he also told me that which software was good for your computer. And I think that he helped me a lot. And after that, when I had to make my computer working, and I again called him, and he helped me to choose a perfect software for my computer. And I thanked him a lot because he was the only person who supported me a lot at that time, because if he was not there, I was not able to complete my project, and I would be scolded by my teacher in the school. And I felt ashamed in the front of him. And after that, he makes me aware about the problems which are common in the computer.
Okay,
And
stop. That is the end of part 2. Now we are going to start with part 3, follow-up questions. Okay, what do people use computers for?
nowadays, people are become dependent on the computer. They use computer for various purposes like doing office work, studying, and entertaining themselves.
Okay, should students be allowed to use computers at school?
Yes, definitely. It is very important for students to learn proper about the computer because as we are living in jet set age, it is become a necessity of every individual to have a good computer skills.
Okay, what do you think of people who are addicted to play the computer games?
I think the excess of everything is negative. We are heavy toll on our human life, and it may cause many problems like obesity. This is the root cause of many health problems like high blood pressure, diabetes, and many others. So I think we should avoid the excess of everything.
And do you like to play computer games?
Yes, I like to play computer games. Computer games help me to keep my mental memory sharp, and it also help me to improve my problem solving skills.
Okay, so what are the negatives for you to play the computer games?
Whenever I play computer games for a long time, it may cause a headache, and I face a lot of problems. Like sometimes I also face a problem in concentrating on my studies because in my mind there is computer games, and this may also affect my academic process.
Okay, do you think computers make our life simpler or more complex?
From my vantage point, computer makes our life more simpler because in the past people face a lot of problems to communicate or doing their work, but nowadays with the help of computer they can easily do their work within a very less time, and they can also entertain themselves at staying at home.
Okay, why do people often have problems when using the new products?
I think accepting new things is always difficult for all the individuals because they never have any experience to accept new things very easily, and so they take proper time to make them familiar with the new change.
Okay, that is enough speaking test. Good luck. ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਰੁਪਿੰਦਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਪੁੱਤਰ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰੋ।
ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਮੈਡਮ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ, ਮੇਰਾ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਰਿਹਾ। ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਨਰਵਸ ਸੀਗਾ ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਬੈਸਟ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਦੇਣ ਦਾ, ਅਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਐਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰਾ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਇਨਵਾਇਰਮੈਂਟ ਵੀ ਸੇਮ ਰਹੂਗਾ ਅਤੇ ਸੇਮ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ।
ਓਕੇ, ਗੁੱਡ ਲੱਕ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।